Hello everyone, welcome to part 5 of this series of videos, and I'm going to now talk about advertising agency organizations. In other words, how do advertisement agencies work? Now, advertisement agencies will typically offer 4 sets of services: creative services, media services, research services, and account management. Let's start with creative services. Creative services is, well, basically the agency will develop advertisement copy and campaigns, and they will manage all the copyrights, production staff, graphic, the digital artists, and creative directors. In other words, they're going to come up with all the ideas, but also with many elements of developing images and videos and all the necessary media that is going to be used for an advertisement campaign. Media services is more about what are the tools we're going to use. What kind of social media, what TV channels, at what time, with what frequency? So the kind of services they offer here is more about selecting the best media and then create a media planners will develop an overall strategy for the media you want to use and obviously come up with a budget. And the media buyers will negotiate with the different medias in order to be able to get the best prices for your advertisement campaign. Research services, on the other hand, is more about studying and understanding the consumer. So we're talking about here services to study clients and customers' buying habits. How do they purchase? How responsive are they to certain elements of your message or to the way you communicate with them? So here what we see is that we're going to have account and market planners trying to understand the consumer and how they interact with your brand and what's the best way to interact with them. They can also organize focus group, mall interceptions, online studies, acquisition of syndicated data. All this is ways to generate new data to better understand what you do. For example, a focus group is when you have a group of people that normally they are paid for this, to come into a room and discuss with an interviewer different aspects about consumer or about a certain product. While mall intercepts is more, for example, what we see a lot of times outside of the metro, where people have maybe a questionnaire asking you some questions or giving simple samples of products and seeing people's reaction to it. Online studies, I think it is very clear. It's studies that are conducted online, typically through a survey. Acquisition of syndicated data is when you actually go to research companies and you buy data from them. The last one is account management. Now, creating the ads and all that and selecting the media is, in a way, the easy part. One of the hardest parts is actually the everyday work that goes into manage your marketing and advertisement. So here we have a link between the agency and the client. And what they try to do in this service is to make the everyday process of managing your advertisement easier. For example, if you use Twitter, you need someone to reply to the Twitter messages. It might be easier to hire a company to take care of this. They also act as liaisons, in other words, as middlemen, so that the client does not need to interact directly with several different departments and specialists. And in a way, they are one person that contacts all the different suppliers involved. And this is much easier for the company. Remember, a lot of times companies are willing to pay for convenience. And, they also take care of any other agency personnel that might be needed. If you wish, an account manager is someone that becomes your representative when it has to come with decisions about advertisement management. So, how are agencies normally paid? Well, to be honest, there are 3 different ways in which agencies are paid, but the most common one is number 2. Now, number 2 is labor-based fee system, where you pay them based on how long or how much they worked on your project. There are 2 other systems, but normally they are organized in a way that there is a fixed fee and then there is a bonus based on that. So, for example, some companies might charge a commission from media. Now, this was a system that existed before that, depending on how much you want to spend on media, the commission of the ad agency would be 15% of the total money spent on media. Okay. They might also have a reduced commission system where there is a fixed fee plus a commission of the amount of money you're going to spend on media. Number 3 is outcome-based. So this one normally as well, there is a fixed fee, but then if the advertisement is a success and certain objectives are met, there would be bonuses attributed to the ad agency. So it's more of a pay for performance kind of method. Now, the most common one is the second one because it's safer for clients and it's safer as well in a way for the businesses. So many more companies are going with lever-based fee systems, but it is still possible to find companies that work on the option of commission or on the option of outcome-based. Now, just when you go into this, it's important to understand there are 3 different formulas you must know. The concept of profit. Profit comes from revenue minus expenses. And when it comes to profit from an ad campaign, then we have to check what was the revenue that came in from those ad campaigns or those marketing campaigns, and how much did we spend in the production and on the marketing of those products. Revenue will always be the price times the volume. But in terms of volume, I want to salientate that there's 2 different types of volume here. Trial volume and repeat volume. Now, repeat volume is purchases from clients that you already had. Trial volume is volume from customers that are new. They're trying it for the first time. And one of the things we're trying to measure is how many customers are repeat, how many customers are trial. Did we have an increase in only one of the categories? Did we have the increase in both of them? Sometimes there are campaigns that the objective is to help people try your product, but don't really give much benefit to repeat customers. There are others, for example, that offer more benefits to repeat customers rather than trial. So indeed, those 2 are very important to understand because it will also affect your decision of advertisement. So to summarize, ad agencies can provide a variety of services, from creativity to media planning to account management and research. But it is important to know how to properly select the services that we need so that our expenses don't go over the potential benefit that we have from the ad campaign. Every advertisement campaign should be aimed at generating a profit to be able to get more money coming in than the amount of money that actually went out. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know if you have any questions on the comment section below.